This is the second video of daily reading series of from the book of my interest, and yeah, the the topic is the useless machines. Lots of people know of me as the man who made the useless machines. Okay, useless machine. And even today, I still occasionally get asked for one of these objects, which I designed and made in about 1933. There was a time when the movement called Novecento Italiano ruled the roost with its high court of super serious masters, and all the art magazines spoke of nothing else but their granitic artistic productions, and everyone laughed at me and my useless machines. They laughed all the harder because my machines were made of cardboard painted in plain colors and sometimes a glass bubble, while the whole thing was held together with the frailest of wooden rods and bits of thread. They had to be light so as to turn with the slightest movement of the air, and the thread was just the thing to prevent them getting twisted up. But all my friends rocked with laughter, even those I most admired for the energy they put into their own work. Nearly all of them had one of my useless machines at home, but they kept them in children's rooms because they were absurd and practically worthless, while their sitting rooms were adorned with sculpture of Marino Marini and paintings by Cara and Cironi. Suddenly, in comparison with painting by Cironi, scored deeply by the lion's claw of feeling, I, with my thread and cardboard, could hardly expect to be taken seriously. Then these friends of mine discovered Alexander Calder, who was making mobiles, but his things were made of iron and painted black or some stunning color. Calder triumphed in our circle, and I came to be thought of as his imitator. What is the difference between my useless machines and Calder's mobiles? I think it is best to make this clear. For for apart from the different materials and methods of constructions are also quite distinct. They have only two things in common. Both are suspended and both gyrate. But there are thousands of suspended objects and always have been, and I might point out that my friend Calder himself had precursor in Man Ray, who in 1920 made an object on exactly the same principles later used by Calder. There is a harmonic relationship between all the parts, which go to make up the useless machines. Let us suppose that we start with a glass ball marked A in the illustration. The pictures were given here, the pictures were here, and let us suppose that we start with a glass ball marked A in the illustration. From this we obtain the disk A plus 1 by 3 R by simply adding 1/3 to the radius of the ball and marking the dimensions of the ball inside the cardboard disk. The diameter of this disk determines the two other geometric forms B and 2B, the one which is in bracket, the one being just double the other. The back of these forms are painted as the negatives of the fronts. The wooden rods to which the shapes are attached are also measured in relation to the diameter of the ball, 3A, 5A and 6A. The whole thing is then balanced up and hung on a piece of thread. Mobiles are by nature different. The inspiration for them seems to be drawn from the vegetable kingdom. One might say that Calder was first sculptor of trees. There are plenty of sculptures of figures and animals, but trees in the sense of living things that oscillate, with branches of progressive dimensions and with leaves on the branches. These had never been done. Take a branch with its leaves still on, and you are looking at Mobile by Calder. I need to finish it quickly. So they have the same principle, the same movement, the same dynamic behavior, but the pieces of useless machine all turn upon themselves and in respect to each other without touching the basic geometrical While the two differently colored faces give a variety of color effects as the forms turn. People have often wondered how the idea originated, and here is the answer. In 1933, they were painting the first abstract picture in Italy, and these were nothing more than colored geometric shapes or shapes with no reference at all to visible nature. Very often, these abstract paintings were still lives or geometric forms done in realistic style. They used to say that Morandi, these are that is the name of a painter, made abstract pictures by using bottles and vases and formal pretexts as formal pretext. The subject of Morandi canvas is in fact not bottles but painting enclosed within those spaces. Bottles or triangles were therefore the same thing, and the painting emerged from the relationship of its forms and colors. Though I haven't finished whole another paragraph is there, but I am not eager to finish it because the duration of the video will be large, and I don't want it to be large. And yeah, for now this is the second video of recording of reading of series that I have started, that is reading from the book of my interests.